All right, what's good, everyone? It's Nigel here, Trinidad Empowerment Network. So before I get into today's viral clip, I want to take a moment to grasp what's really happening around us in Trinidad and Tobago, because right now we have U.S. warships that are now in Trinidadian waters by permission of the powers that be in Trinidad and Tobago today, under the guise of a joint operation. And as you know, as tensions rise between the United States and Venezuela, let's call this what it is. And in my humble opinion, it's still modern day neocolonialism. It's modern day neocolonialism happening before our very eyes. Foreign powers moving military assets into our region, treating the people of Trinidad and Tobago like spectators, or even worse, fools. We are no longer on the plantation. We are no longer on the plantation, America, and whoever else supports America. We are supposed to be a sovereign nation. In any case, in the middle of this geopolitical tension with potential conflict literally at our doorsteps, the person in Trinidad and Tobago, the person responsible for the nation's security, a gentleman that you will all be familiar with, a man called Roger Alexander, the Minister of National Security or Homeland Security, whichever way, it's still the same thing. So I want to start by saying this. I'm not here to insult anyone. It's not my style to do so, despite what you see in the comments sometimes. If someone lashes out at me, I hit back, and I hit back hard. But it's not my style. But when you look at the evidence here, as it relates to Roger Alexander, it becomes very difficult not to question whether the people in charge of protecting this nation are truly prepared for the magnitude of what's unfolding here. And I'm using this viral clip of many previous viral clip coming from this gentleman, Roger Alexander. I'm using this one as an example. We are not serious. We are not a serious nation. I know everyone's laughing and having their fun. And yes, we have to. We have to laugh, because otherwise you would probably cry. So the viral video that's making the rounds in Trinidad, showing Roger Alexander being questioned in Parliament about the $25 million allocation for the police. This is essentially what he was being questioned about. This was a $25 million allocated in the budget for the police. And it's to do with vehicle maintenance, etc., right? Now, let's be honest and let's be real. The question itself was what is often described as a gotcha question, right? The MP who asked the question whether vehicle maintenance for the police will be done by the state or a private company is a fairly basic, simple question, right? Whether the maintenance is going to be done by the state or a private company. But that's not really the issue, because either way, the vehicles have to be maintained. As you know, the police vehicles, they have to be maintained, right? Whether the state does it or it outsources it to a private company, it has to be maintained. The money still comes from the public purse to maintain public vehicle, which is police vehicle. They're not private. It belongs to you, the public. It comes from your money. It's taxpayers' money that's used to maintain the vehicle. So it's a bit of a gotcha question, in my humble opinion. What followed is what everyone's laughing at and ridiculing this man about. And some would say rightly so. Alexander replied something like, mostly, the vehicle is being repaired mostly by the state. Then when asked what mostly means, he says, well, mostly could be half of the most.
Is this maintenance work going to be done in-house, by a state enterprise, or by private garages? National security secret, I guess.
Mr. Chairman, mostly in-house. with some assistance from state enterprises?
This cost here is cost to be incurred by the police service on materials and labor and equipment. You said in-house, so it would have to be by the police on labor, materials and equipment. So this 25 million will be mostly spent on that. Hold on.
Listen, Andy, remember, I want you to understand something very simple.
I'm trying.
Because I try to make you understand simplicity.
I'm trying.
All right. So remember, your strategy seems good, eh?
Strategy?
Yeah, your strategy with your financing.
What's going on here?
All over
I
the
just
place.
asked a question.
What I can tell you is this.
I got an answer.
I will provide you that information.
Question.
I will try to provide you that information in writing.
Okay. So let me just recap. You are telling me, or telling us, the nation, that the maintenance of vehicles will be done mostly in-house by the police. That's what you said, eh? Are you confirming that's what you said?
And state enterprises.
No, you said mostly in-house.
And state enterprises.
But that doesn't attach itself
Mostly
to the
can be half of the motion.
All right, I think...
Now, in his brain, I'm not sure what's going on upstairs, but the chamber erupted in laughter, memes flooded social media, and Trinidad had its entertainment for the day. Ha, 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 it's funny, blah, blah, blah. And we all need comedy in our lives because what's happening is so, so serious. I get it. I understand it. But we have to look at the bigger picture here. We have to look at the bigger picture here. And I'm going to be the adult in the room for once. This isn't funny. This man is the Minister of National Security in Trinidad and Tobago. He's responsible for the safety of every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago. The fact that we are laughing instead of questioning how someone so clearly inept, unprepared, ended up in that role. How did he end up in that role? It tells us everything about how politics works in Trinidad and Tobago. This is why we remain, and I hesitate to say, a laughing stock. We are not serious. And I know people probably are laughing right now as I try to break this down, but we are not serious. Roger Alexander isn't a villain, right? Let's be honest. He's a former police officer, a man who gained popularity through a TV show. But as you know, popularity doesn't equal competence. And this is where the system fails, where leadership positions are given based on who's known, who knows who, not who's capable. And I'm sure you would agree, this man is coming across repeatedly as not being capable. So I want to be the adult in the room, like I said before, for once. Instead of laughing, this is a reflection point for me. We really need to reflect here for a minute on who we are. We are unserious. Because when the person running national security becomes a laughingstock, a meme, the joke's not on him. The joke isn't on him. It's on us. It's on us. It's on every citizen living under a system that treats governance like a popularity contest. The joke is on us. We're laughing at ourselves. And that's good, because laughter provides some sort of remedy for something. It makes you feel better. And it's good to laugh. But my God, this is not good, Trinidad Empowerment Network. This isn't about one man's intelligence. This isn't about one man's intelligence. It's about standards. Trinidad needs serious leadership in this current time, right now. Not entertainment. Not entertainment. Because when the laughter fades, I remind you, when the laughter fades, the consequence of bad governance remains. And we are facing a tumultuous time right now in Trinidad and Tobago, as you well know. This is no laughing matter. This is seriously no laughing matter. And that's my take. For once, I'm trying to be the adult in the room here and take this for what it is. This is no laughing matter. In any case, that's my take on Roger Alexander, mostly. I've got no more words. That's my take. I'll see you guys on the next video. For now, much love. God bless. Take care. Peace.